Pretty interesting backcourt matchup here, Grant, with a lot of star power at the guard positions on both sides.
And, you know, traditionally, B.A., when big guys match up, it's all about the power. But this contest is about finesse. Who can outplay and outsmart the competition?
And now the Washington Wizards starters. They've got LaMelo Ball. Luka Doncic is out there with George. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Lillard in at the 1. George against Butler. And here's Doncic outside. Knocks down the triple.
George with a fantastic look. Excellent job creating an easy opportunity for his teammate.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
Washington on D. It's a three-point game. Outside for Butler. Shoots over Ball. And Butler the bucket on the assist by White.
Well, I like the way Butler is just patient in his release. Doesn't allow the defender to affect his shot.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. When you discuss the Minnesota Timberwolves, what would you say about their front office, Grant?
Well, B.A., they want to be as competitive as possible. Whether it's who they are drafting, trading for, or signing in free agency, this team's goal is to be taken seriously out west.
Now here's Butler, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Nice work from Doncic, doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
Outside, Brown. And he lays it up and in.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Brown against Ball. Out to Lillard from behind the arc. Rebounded by Butler. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. George with a steal. Back to Ball. Doncic outside. Shoots. Minnesota with a rebound.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Butler passes to Drummond. And here's Brown for 3. Doncic pulls down the board.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Tries again. The shot won't fall. Some solid defense from Drummond. White against Lillard. Drummond to screen on Lillard. Left side White. Pass to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
And Ball will bring it up here for Washington. Trailing by 2. Kicks it to Doncic. Lillard passes to Ball. Sinks the tray.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pass to Green. Brown scanning the floor. Outside White. Here's Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 14. Doncic pulls down the board. Washington has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. George. Green with the defensive effort. And for Minnesota, they're shooting right around 57%. Very efficient so far in the first.
Butler's ball skills now pretty tight for a wing guy. He's excellent at creating for himself on offense.
Now here's Ball. Sabonis with a screen on Brown. Here's Ball from 20 feet. And too long on the shot. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Butler on the wing. From 17, that's good on the jumper. Butler's got 6.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist by Lillard.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Minnesota calls timeout. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Wagner's checked in for Drummond. Watson comes in for Draymond Green. Herter's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Josh Giddey in for White. Bamba's checked in for Washington. Green comes in for LaMelo Ball.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
George passes to Bamba. Kicks it to George. Launches it. And again, Washington with a triple.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury it.
Steps back. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Watson. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
It's Lillard with the drive. From deep, here's Doncic. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Giddey. Herter with it. Outside Giddey. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Washington has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Boom! At over 7 feet tall with bounce, Bamba, a great option for the alley-oop.
The Timberwolves have got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Brown. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Uses the glass on the layup.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
Back to Doncic. Gets it off. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up by 2. And we'll be back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
They've got Mo Wagner. Gary Payton II is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Kevin Herter, and it's Giddey in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Pass to Butler. Emphatic finish from Butler.
Love the force and focus that Butler plays this game with. That was reflected in the finish.
Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. And stolen by Bamba. Outside Paul. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Back to Bamba. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Bamba's showing you a sense for when to cut. Really well done. He's got agility and excellent size in the pick and roll.
Wagner with a screen on Paul. Giddey passes to Butler. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bamba. The Wizards making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And so it's Minnesota with it. Trailing by 2. Shot clock at 6. Herter finds Payton. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. A nice shot by Butler. And it's Paul with the ball for Washington. Going inside. Green for 3. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Drummond's checked in for Payton, and it's White in for Herter. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Damian Lillard's checked in for Paul. One thing about Jalen Green, his path to the NBA was through the G League, Clark.
And, I think we'll see more and more players take that path, those who don't want to go to college. It's a really good way to enter into NBA level experience early on. You want to get your feet wet before diving into the big time. That's a good way to do it.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to White. Drummond with the screen to the inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis.
Not backing away from the physicality of the game. Drummond is never afraid of getting hit when he's trying to score.
No good on the free throw. And they say small ball is on the rise. But you look at the MVPs of late, Clark, a lot of superstar bigs.
Yeah, that's a great point, B.A. I mean, Embiid, Jokic, Giannis. I mean, with the floor spaced, I think it's freed up everybody that has ball skills to be able to make plays. And a lot of these guys are north of 7 feet that are doing it. Whether it's off the dribble or pass and catch or knocking down mid-range and long-range shots, I think it's added to the versatility of stars in the game, the different positions where you can start from because of how the game is played now.
5 to shoot. Back to White. The 3. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. Over Butler. Nice look on this one. George, no good.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, even though Kevin Herter knew early on that basketball would be his path, he said, quote, I played baseball up until my senior year in high school just to be a kid. You work different muscle groups. Specializing in sports at an early age is not something that I really agree with. Sports are supposed to be fun. Brian?
Well, that's the truth. Something we all need to remember. Thanks, Allie. Green's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jaylen Brown comes in for Giddey. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Butler's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Ball finds Doncic. Shoots over Brown. Pass to Doncic. Now here's Bamba. Shoots. Bamba. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Bamba's got crazy length and impressive height, obviously, at north of 7 feet. Helps him on that offensive board, but his tenacity, a big part of that, too.
George against Butler. That one doesn't drop. And George with some nice D. Throws it up high. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Inside, here's Brown, and the jam by Brown.
Big-time hops on display there. What a throwdown by Brown.
Now a timeout called by Washington. Timberwolves making a change here. Giddey's checked in. Washington's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Paul with it, and it's Giddey picking him up. Here's Lillard. Rebounded by Green.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
The 3, George. The Wizards with another miss. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Giddey finds Brown. No good with the triple. Washington trailing. Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard shrugs off the contact.
I mean, he makes those in his sleep. And I'm sure Lillard's hit harder in practice.
White against Lillard. Green, a screen. White, the pass to Green. Got it. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. White against Lillard. Sabonis with a screen on Brown. Green. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Here's the 3. The shot off that time. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Timberwolves ahead, up 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome, everybody. Shaq, would you rather have a teammate who makes big plays or quietly feeds the team?
Everybody should add heat to the ball.
And moving forward, a lot to like about that first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
The only guy we should be talking about.
And that is going to do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for Washington, Damian Lillard out there with ball. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Paul George, and it's Sabonis in at the 5, roaming the paint. George finds ball. Pass to Lillard. To the paint. It's stolen by Drummond. And here's the fast break. The pull-up. And it's Green missing. And the Wizards shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Here's Ball. Oh, love to see Ball attack inside.
I like Doncic's willingness to share the ball. He wants to see other guys involved in producing.
And it's Butler with the ball for the Timberwolves. Leading by 5. But Clark, when you talk about Doncic, he came into the league with a ton of experience under his belt.
And I think people undervalue the experience of being a pro at the age of 16. It wasn't the NBA, but it's still professional basketball that he played in Europe. And that seasoning and that competition and that being refined in the fire allowed Doncic to step into the NBA unfazed.
Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Butler against George. Green, a screen. Now here's Butler. Defense right on him. Ooh, good work on the interior from Butler.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And it's Doncic missing.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
White, the pass to Brown. Drummond, the screen on Ball. Outside White. Here's Green. Washington with a rebound. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Here's Sabonis. And he converts the layup. Sabonis has got his third basket on the night right there.
How about how well Sabonis uses his size there, powering right through the contact.
White, the pass to Butler. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. George with the block.
Timed it beautifully, and George able to send it back with authority.
And Minnesota calls time here. Giddey's checked in for the Timberwolves.
In for the Wolves, number 3, Josh Giddey. Give him
Left side White. 5 on the clock. Drummond. It's good. Drummond's got 7 points in the game. The Wizards have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. George, a screen on Brown. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Butler. And Doncic hammers it home.
Love the way Doncic reads the defense, feels it out, sees the lane, doesn't hesitate to take advantage.
Brown against George. Drummond, a screen on George. Drive by Brown. Pass to Drummond. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And stolen by Brown. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. White can't hit. George feels it out a bit. And here's Ball. Sabonis, high post. Now Butler. Butler! He's too much close to the rim.
You know, Butler is simply a winner. He knows exactly how to get himself going offensively.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
So, Brian, this is year 3 with coaches in team-branded attire, and you asked them, they're in no rush to go back to the suits. The Heat's Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "There's so much less to think about. I used to hate those dress shoes." The Pistons' Monty Williams said, quote, "None of us can dress. That dry cleaning bill is gone, and you can pack in one bag." Brian?
Hey, that sounds pretty good, Allie. Thank you. And here's Brown for 3. And Brown knocking down the triple.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. And Doncic with the jam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Pass to Drummond. George against Brown. Washington with a rebound. Doncic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Kobe White picks one up.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Jordan's checked in for Drummond. Wagner comes in for Butler. And Herter subbed in for White.
You know, Jordan to me is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
Bamba's checked in for Washington. Ball comes in for Conchar. And both free throws good for Jordan. And Ball will bring it up here for the Wizards. A 12-point game. It's off to Boston after this one, where they will face the Celtics. And that'll mark the end of this 5-game road trip. Pass to Herter. Back to Brown. Lets it go from deep. From beyond the arc, and then some. Brown's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Gary Payton II is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Mo Wagner. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Herter in a 2-guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. The young fella's got some pretty good hops on him.
Here's Butler. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Offensive rebound.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul of the game. So for the Wizards, Luka Doncic comes in for LaMelo Ball, and it's Paul in for Lillard.
Chris Paul.
Giddey against Paul. Here's Herter. And no good, trying to use the glass. And the Wizards shooting a solid 47%. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. White, he's checked in for Herter. And a change for the Wizards. George is checked in. Here's Doncic. Beyond the arc. And again, Washington, no good.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Back to Payton for three. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Payton's got his first 3 points of the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's George. Wagner with a steal. White against Paul. White, the pass to Giddey. Three-pointer, no good. The Wizards have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. The turnaround jumper. The rebound by Payton. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Butler. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, Butler combines strength and aggressiveness with a really good basketball IQ. He sees the defender is a little out of position and takes advantage of it.
Well, from broadcasting to team ownership, heading USA Basketball, Grant, what drives you to do so much these days?
Well, B.A., I'm an active guy, and I had a great playing career. But the things I wasn't able to do because of the injury, I think, left me even more motivated to excel and try new things in this next chapter of my life.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Washington. Drills it from deep.
You know, there were some scouts that felt like Sabonis had a lower ceiling compared to others in his draft class. But I tell you what, he just continues to get better and better.
Here's Butler, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had, and they've done a nice job doing that.
And here's Sabonis outside. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Brown. Lets it fly. Here's Drummond. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. Here's Doncic. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul, and the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Butler with the ball. Green, a screen. Butler passes to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
I love the show of force by Green. Putting the defense on notice with the jam.
Sabonis outside. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
As a big. unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
The Timberwolves with their lead.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
Thank you for that, Allie.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
All right, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
And it's simple. I mean, when you shoot it like he has, this award is a lot. I mean, up over 60% from the field, that's crazy good. He's given them just about everything he's had today.
You know, after a long and painful streak of losses, they needed this pick-me-up. He showed that it's never too late to play hard and get back in the win column. And here's White. Pass to Butler. Here's Drummond. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. Up and over Doncic. Here's Brown. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
For 3, George. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one.
Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for the Timberwolves.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jimmy Butler.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
The kick out to Ball. Back to Lillard. Sabonis in the post. He's guarded by White. There's Ball with a 3. And again, Washington with a triple.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Brown gets the bucket.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Green against Lillard. George for 3. Knocks down the long J.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Washington foul. All good. Second personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Jimmy Butler.
First one falls.
What I love about Jimmy Butler, there's a lot to like, but he brings it every night. His consistency and toughness and production. Plays with passion, leads his team well. Love that throwback mentality of his.
Fires the 3. That one's good.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For